Hey everyone, Kimchica here with another Indiescovery. Returning home can be really difficult and it can really stir up a lot of memories, and that's what we're going to explore in today's game. What Remains of Edith Finch is my game of the year for 2017. I'm going to do my best to not spoil anything drastically. Know that I really encourage you to play this game before watching this, which is kind of something I shouldn't do, but oh well. And let's just get into this game. When starting What Remains of Edith Finch, you may get the feeling you're about to journey into some sort of horror title. You sneak in a formidable-looking family home, and the beautiful yet cluttered interior has this weight to it. Something has happened in this house. But what? No, there are no zombies, no horrific moments of losing a hand or sprinting to safe rooms. Instead, What Remains invokes that more subtle anxiety that can permeate our lives, this inevitability of death. It's a heavy topic, but the game does this without being overbearing or overly morose. In fact, it blurs the lines between fantasy and reality and creates this childlike wonder of listening to a relative's tall tales, leaving you to decide for yourself what meaning you'd like to draw from its conclusion. Young Edith, named after her great-aunt, returns to her family's home in the hopes of getting some answers about her family's past. The Aunt Edith insists that there's a curse over the Finches, but you wonder if this curse is perpetuated by the beliefs and superstitions of her family rather than actually existing. Regardless, there's no denying that the history of the Finches is a fascinating one that's filled with adventure and, yes, very strange, often premature deaths that seem to happen. To answer these questions, Edith ventures into the house, which is this, again, beautifully constructed maze-like thing, and goes through the preserved museum-like rooms to discover the story behind each family member's passing. Each story is told to Edith through the perspective of a document written by that particular family member. Each account is colored by the personality and perspective of that author, which again blends the lines between fantasy and reality. Did the young girl truly turn into a cat? Did a dragon really kill Grandpa Finch? And what about that storm that your brother is able to control? With each story, you're immersed and can empathize with each family member, and I found myself wishing that I could experience this game in VR because of how beautiful this world is. There's something extraordinarily tactile. You flip through a doodle book, you're turning a music box handle, you're swinging your legs. This game does an extraordinary job of enveloping you in these moments to the point where they feel almost painfully real. And this is a game made of moments. Like in life, some of the moments are going to make you laugh. Some will bring you complete awe and just pure joy. Some you'll pass by without a second thought, and others will hit you where it hurts, potentially leaving you a sobbing wreck by the time the game finishes. Just me? Anyone? Okay, moving on. Again, I refuse to spoil exactly what happens. I want you to experience these tales yourself and come back to talk with me about them. Talk to me about how the story of the youngest of the Finches took you through moments of pure joy before just crushing your heart. How the story of the eldest Finch son, the one who works in the cannery, is now my personal favorite narrative work done in any medium, period. It's hard not to think back on your own family stories as you hear the stories of the Finches, and in some ways they hit harder because these personal connections that your mind will make in the process of experiencing each one. What Remains of Edith Finch is a story about inevitable conclusions and lost potential, but it's also about hope and seeing the beauty in the world around us. The end doesn't have this mind-blowing aha moment, you've reached the conclusion, but the ambiguity is what will keep the game in your mind. It'll push you to reflect and create meaning for yourself. And I know I've spent many days considering what this game means to me, which is far longer than the hour and a half I spent playing it. Even if you're not a fan of the walking sim genre, this is a title that is worth playing. And I want to know what you think, so put your thoughts on this game in the comments below if you've played it. Let me know if you're going to try it in the comments below. And if you love indie games, be sure to subscribe to this channel because that is what I do. I feature indie games and I want to highlight them so you know what to play next. And if you'd like to join me live, I stream on Twitch most weekdays at 1 p.m. Pacific time, and you can just find me under twitch.tv/Kimchica. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!